Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Golden Castle in Gloucestershire, who very kindly allowed us to come and film a review of this. It's the Swift Challenger X 835. It's a 4-berth caravan. It's on the twin axle. And what do we need to know about it? Well, this caravan is 8 feet in width. It's 7.98 metres long. And in terms of its MTPLM, it's 1,803 kilograms, so fairly heavy, but it is going to give you a payload of 160 kilograms. Price-wise, this caravan is £29,500. So let's take a closer look. It's on the Alco chassis, and as I say, it is 8 feet wide, so it's a large and substantial caravan. Starting at the front, we've got this nice front window of the Swift, which leads up to the sunroof. We've got a good sized front locker, which is a black effect, which works nicely with the windows. We've got the grab handles, and then we've got the remainder of the white front. We'll start on the near side and work our way down here. So coming down, these are the decals for 2021. They're almost a gold snakeskin effect and black, which works well. First of all, down here, now we're going to find our gas point, which is great if you like to barbecue outside, which we do. We've got a locker here, which is going under the seat in the lounge, and we come across the first window. And this is a small window looking into the lounge. Coming down now above, we're going to find an awning light, and that's situated above this one-piece door. It does have a small window, and internally we're going to find a blind in there. Down here we've got a 230-volt plug, which is useful if you're wanting to plug things in that are going to be in your awning, which would obviously be out here. So good location there for that. Now, as we come down, we can see here we've got the Dometic vents, so that suggests this is where we're going to find our tower fridge and freezer. And then below we've got the 2 alloy wheels, and these are 14-inch alloys on this Swift 835. Coming down, there's not much further here until we get to the window, which is going to look into the bedroom where we're going to find the island bed. So that's the near side. Up on the roof, we're going to find our aerial, and we're also going to find the solar panel as well. So what we'll do next is we'll venture around the back end of the 835 and take a look to see what we're getting back there. So the back of the 835 obviously is 8 feet in width. It's got the white piece, and then we do find a window as well, and that's going to overlook the bed. And then we've got preparation for the 2-lay bike carrier as well. I do quite like this shape. It's sort of an indentation into the plastic moulding there, so it's not just a boring one-piece back end. And then we've got our light cluster. We've got the grab handles, and obviously we've got the name badges to show it's the Challenger X, the X being obviously the fact it's the 8 feet in width. So that is the rear of the Challenger. So what we'll do next is we'll carry on round and have a look at the offside of the caravan. So around here on the offside, now down here we're going to find the vent for the Alde. It does have wet central heating, which I would like to think we were going to get for £29,500. We've then got another window into the lounge. Below this is where we've got our Truma water inlet as well, so we'll be connecting our aqua roll up here. And then we've also got the battery box here, and as we can see, the electric hookup is fed in there, so that's how we're going to be powering the caravan. As I continue down, we're going to find a small window overlooking the kitchen area. We've got our Offside alloy wheels, and then here we're going to find the toilet flush, the toilet cassette, and a small window looking into the bathroom area. It is frosted glass, which I do like to see. And then last but not least, at the back we've got another locker box here, and this is going to feed under the island bed and give us room for some storage. So that's the exterior of the Challenger X 835. Let's venture inside and have a look at the layout, because I do like this one. I've been quite pleasantly surprised by this. So let's go and have a look inside. So we've come into the lounge of the 835, and this is where you're really going to benefit from that 8-foot width. And I must say, I do like this lounge area. We've got the 2 bench seats as opposed to L or G shapes. So it's a fairly traditional layout. I believe these are 5'3" in length, these sofas, so a good size for sitting out. You won't be able to use them as singles unless you're very short, but this area will convert into one very large bed. I believe it's over 7 feet in width, and as I say, it'd be 5'3" on this length here. We'll start at the front. Now, we've got here the chest, and this does pull out, so this is going to make into a great little table that you're going to be able to eat at and do most things. Under here, within the chest, we've got further space. We've got a slide-out drawer, and we've also got a secondary shelf in there as well, another drawer that pulls out. I do like that. It gives you great room for storage and bits and pieces. If we come back up the front here, we see we've got a plug socket and we've got some USB chargers as well. These ones are also blanked off, but I'd imagine you'd be able to have these converted to sockets or USBs as well if you wanted. Now, as we look out the front, we've got this nice window. We've got the 3 windows, and all of these, they do have the concertina blinds. Again, I do like the concertinas. And we've also got fly screens all around as well. And then we've got the Swift sunroof up above, so it's going to let the light in. I must say, I found the lighting within this 835, it's quite subtle lighting. It's not overly bright and in your face, which it makes it feel more cosy. And obviously we are indoors today filming as well. Colour schemes, I like the colour scheme. The cushions, I'd say this is sort of a mink effect, is probably the best way to describe it. And the curtains are a sort of a blacky, goldy, minky colour as well. It doesn't sound a very good description, I know, but it's a nice colour scheme. So that's this part of the lounge area. If we start looking further up, we're going to find our storage cupboards. Now, there's some good storage in this caravan. Payload at 160 is fairly average really for this sort of caravan. This one obviously opens out this way. We get a small bit of corner storage there, and then if we lift this one up, we're going to find a good amount of storage in there, and it's pretty much the same story over here on the near side. We're going to have this one that opens this way, and then this one's going to open up here, and it's in here that we're going to find the connection for the Sargent system as well that Swift have. Above we've got speakers as well, Kenwood speakers, so if you want to play music in the area, that's going to be available for you. So that's the lounge area of the Challenger X835. Good sized lounge, very usable for a couple. It's nice and cosy. So what we'll do now is we'll turn around and we'll start in the kitchen area of the caravan and have a look at that. So I'll see you over there. So the kitchen's going to be on the offside, and what we find is we've got a small amount of worktop space here, but we do have the flap, and these are always really useful. So you can pop that up for that extra worktop space when you are cooking. We do find 2 plug sockets for the coffee machine, toaster and kettle. We've got a really nice splashback here as well, and lighting under. We've then got a good size round sink. Not a massive depth, but it's a good size, and we've got our tap here, obviously hot and cold water. It is fixed, but that's there in situ. And then coming across, now here we've got a Thetford appliance. If I lift this up, now under here we're going to find an electric plate and then 3 gas burners. So if you are off grid, you're still going to be able to cook there. And we've got a little splashback here as well. Under that we're going to find the Thetford gas grill, which is a good height. And then we're going to find the oven below. and a good height as well. The only thing you'd have to be careful with would be if somebody was going to come through this door while you were doing that. So just be careful of that one. And situated under these, we've got the flap that drops down, and there's just a little bit of storage there. If we move across from there to under the sink, we're going to find our first cupboard, and within here we've got our slide out cutlery tray, and we're going to find this rack as well. I do like racks. I find those quite practical so you're not having to squabble about in the cupboard. You can just pull them out and access your tins and things like that. So a nice slide out rack there. And then in this cupboard, we're just going to find the 2 shelves, so ideal for cereals and tins and all those sort of things that you might take with you. And then just above that, we've just got another little slide out, and again this has got further cutlery tray parts to it, so another good use of space under this worktop. We'll move up now. Now we've got small LED lights to illuminate this space quite nicely. In this cupboard we're going to find the racks, so this is going to be for our crockery and mugs and what have you in this cupboard. Then we find the microwave. Now I'm pleased again that this isn't over the gas burners, so if you are using the microwave and the hob, you're not going to have a nasty cooking accident. Good size microwave. And then we've got a final cupboard here, and this is where we're also going to find the Truma solar panel control in this cupboard, but again good size, you can get plenty of stuff in there. So that's the kitchen area. I like the finish. I like this sort of marbly effect top. I like the splashback. I like where everything's laid out. That's a good usable kitchen. Not that I know a lot about kitchens, but I must say I do like this. What we'll do is we'll move over now to the near side and see what we're getting over here. So as we come in through the door, as I say, the door is one piece. We've got the small blind that I mentioned before, and we do have a bin within the door, which again, a feature that I do like. As we come in, now up above, this is where we're going to find the command centre, and on here we're going to operate all the features within the caravan, and next to it this is the control panel for the Alde wet central heating. So that's where you're going to operate the hot water and the heating within the caravan. We then find a little shelf here, sort of just being put there really, and then we're going to find the electrics for the television. We've got our aerial socket, we've got a 12 volt, we've got 2 plug sockets, and we've got pre-installation of a bracket here, so you'll be able to fix a full bracket and then have your television here. There's a little bit of worktop space here if you wanted to put your television there as opposed to on the wall. And then under there we've got a small little cupboard just for some bits and bobs when you come in. I don't think you get much else in there, but nonetheless you could put some bits in as you come in through the door. Now we move round and we're going to see a Dometic tower fridge and freezer. It's the newest style which opens on both sides. Size wise, I don't know the exact literage of this. I would imagine it's probably not going to be far off about 150 litres quite easily, this fridge freezer. It's got plenty of shelving, and then it's got a good size little freezer compartment as well. That's going to be absolutely fantastic if you're away for a week or two and you don't want to go out to the shops too often. The good thing about this Dometic style is you can open it one side, and as if by magic you can open it on the other. It's a popular little thing, is that, just because it's a bit gimmicky. Above it we're going to find a little bit of storage just up here, and this is also where we're going to find the aerial on the roof coming down as well. If you're small like me, you're going to struggle to reach in back there to turn that on and off if you're wanting to alter it, so that's just worth considering. But another good little cupboard there. And then below we've got another little cupboard, maybe good for shoes or something like that, whatever you saw fit to use it for, but another good bit of storage. And hidden away in the wall, we've got some more storage. If I open this, this is where we're going to find the table for the lounge area. So if you weren't just using the chest table, you wanted to use this. I don't know how easy that's going to be to get in and out, if I'm totally honest. As you can see, this door, while it's closed like this, is a little bit in the way. So I'm not sure how easy that's going to be to use in the long term, but there's still some bits of storage there, and it's a good use of the space. So this is the living area. We've looked at the lounge, we've looked at this kitchen area, and next we're going to move into the centre of the caravan. And as you've seen me open this door before, it's no secret that behind it is where we're going to find the bathroom area. So what we'll do is we'll go through into the bathroom and then onto the bedroom and have a look at this. And I must say, this bathroom, I haven't been in this caravan before, and when I came in to have a look around before filming, I was quite impressed with this. So let's venture into the bathroom and have a look. So as we come through the door from the kitchen area, obviously this door will close and it has got a lock. So we've stepped through. Now the first thing I noticed is the space in here is phenomenal. I can't really liken it to many other caravans that I've looked at, to be honest. The door, instead of having the normal sink in the middle and two doors down the side, Swift have placed the door over to the nearer to the near side and put the wash basin over here on the off side, and that's created this immense amount of room, and I really like it. Coming over, so first of all, I've just come through the door. The first thing we find is this massive sink. Now there's plenty of room around it. The actual sink itself is not a massive depth, so you would have to be careful. We do have a tap, but the tap is fixed, it doesn't move. So I know somebody before had mentioned about men and shaving. The mirror's fantastic for getting ready in or for shaving, but the only thing I'd say if you're washing your face is you're going to have this in the way. But this is absolutely huge. So for me, I do like this unit, and you've got no shelving intruding on you trying to use that. But yeah, if that was a swivel, I'd say that would be absolutely perfect. Under here, we've just got a little bit of storage for our toiletries, as you can see. We've got some, this will be the wheel arch here, this intrusion. So you've only got these shelves here. Moving along, we've got the Thetford Toilet. It does swivel, so you don't have to be squashed against the wall. We've got a toilet roll holder. We've got a blind on this window, which is frosted. And then we've got a little bit more storage space just up here. Again, just a little bit of shelving. Towels, we've got a little hook here for putting your towel on, and we've got an Alde radiator as well. So it's nice as well that your towel will be hanging over the radiator, so when the heating's on, it'll dry it out. And then in terms of further hooks, we do just have another hook up here on this wall for hanging towels. So hopefully that'll be sufficient for you. You could probably even look maybe to put a hook on here as well, because you've got so much wall space in this bathroom. So in the far corner of the bathroom, next to the shower, we're going to find the wardrobe space here, which has got shelving in it and the Alde tank. So when you're using this, this will be a great place to store your bath towels as well, because the heat that will come off the Alde tank will act almost like an airing cupboard. I must say that's something I've always liked with the Alde wet central heating. So that'll be excellent for warming up clothes and stuff during cooler weather. So over on the near side now, this is where we're going to find the shower cubicle. I'll start first of all with the shower screen. So it just slides around. It isn't frosted, it is just clear, so just bear that in mind obviously for the privacy aspect. And then it clips in place here for when you're towing. The shower itself, it's white and black. We do have some intrusion lower down from the twin axles there, and we've got this bit here that seems to come out. There is a little bit of room there for putting your soap or what have you. I'll just step into the shower. One thing I've noticed is with the intrusion of this, it's quite a confined space, and I'm only small. I'm 5'4" and I weigh about 9 stone. And I must say, for me, if I was trying to bend down, I would find this quite small. So if you're a larger gentleman, you might be best having a look at that yourself. I think what I'd have liked to have seen, when I consider how amazingly big this bathroom is for this shower cubicle to come out more. They could have maybe used the floor space more. But, I mean, as a basic shower in the caravan, it's certainly going to do what you want it to do. And I do like the design of it, so don't be put off by what I've said about that. That's just my personal opinion on that. So this is the bathroom, and I must say this would be a big selling point for me, this bathroom personally. I do like it. What we'll do next is we'll head into the bedroom and have a look at the layout in there. So let's go and have a look. So we're now in the bedroom, and this is the back wall of the caravan. This is the near side, the offside, and the front's up there, just so you can get your bearings in here. As we come in, we've got the wood effect of the walls, and then we've got more of the mink on the headboard, and then we've got this sort of fabric effect around the windows. So this is the back window as well that we saw before when we were outside, and normally this would be letting light in. Obviously we're filming indoors, but it gives you an idea of the evening lighting as well, and it is a nice soft subtle lighting in here. The bed, it is an island bed. It's side island. It is 4'4" in width, and it's 6'2" in length. So if you're a tall person, it's only going to come up to 6'2". It does have the Duvet mattress, which I absolutely love. These are fantastic. We've got radiators around the walls in here, part of the Alde wet central heating, so you're going to be lovely and warm in an evening. In terms of storage, we do find 2 small wardrobes. We've got one on each side of the bed. So we've got the rail. They're really deep actually, so it's a good depth size for clothing. We've got the shelf at the bottom. Below that, there's a little shelf there for our cups of tea or coffee in the morning. And below we've got another cupboard, not as easy to access, it's a little bit lower down, but again useful nonetheless. And we have a little slide out drawer as well. You'd probably get a couple of pairs of socks or something in there if you wanted. That's the same obviously on both sides, and up above we do have a couple of lockers as well, which I'll just open up. As you can see, they have a middle shelf through them as well. So again, a little bit more storage. Underneath, we've got these nice small little LED lights that turn on and off. I've not located a USB in here. It might just be that I haven't found it, but there is a plug socket next to the bed on that far side, so you could plug in a charger there. And on this side here, we found we have got a television point and plug, so if you were wanting to watch television in the bedroom, you could do that. We have a little storage cupboard here, a mirror, and the mirror's got a little bit of storage in it as well. That might be a good makeup cupboard or something like that. So that's the bedroom area. There's a good amount of space around the bed for moving around, and there's a nice amount of space at the bottom of the bed for if you're getting changed in a morning. Either that, or you could go into that massive bathroom. So a good use of space back here. What we'll do next is we'll just go back into the lounge and I'll do a summary of the Challenger X835. So I'll see you in the lounge. So there we have it. That is the Swift Challenger X835. It's an 8-foot wide caravan, 4 berth. It's going to be coming with the Alde wet central heating and the Swift Command and alarm and tracker. I must say, I like this caravan. It is up there at the top end of the budget really at 29,500. But if you're looking at something in that price bracket, or you're even considering stretching yourself to an elegance, I'd say definitely come and have a look at this model. I like the layout, I like the lounge, the colour scheme as well. It's nice and neutral, it's not too over the top. That bathroom space is fantastic. The only thing I thought about that was I'd like to have seen a larger shower, but otherwise this caravan actually feels a lot bigger than it is. I don't quite know how they've got so much into the size that they have. It's really good. I'd definitely say this should be a contender if you're looking at that price point on an 8-foot wide 4-berth caravan. I'd just like to say thank you to Golden Castle who've allowed us to come and film today. I will put a link to their website below. If you're looking at a Swift or Coachman caravan, they're definitely worth a visit. They've got an amazing indoor showroom so you can stay nice and dry like I have today. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look around with me. If you've liked the vlog, please do give it a thumbs up and do subscribe. So that's it from me today. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.